Welcome to Superstar, a place where you will travel your own road to NFL stardom. Craft your own career, one that could lead to awards, Super Bowl glory, and even a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But legendary careers must start somewhere, and this is your blank canvas, the humble beginning of an unforgettable journey. Before you take your first snaps, let's see what type of player you're going to be. On the road to the NFL Draft, the Scouting Combine is the biggest checkpoint. No other event has its power to elevate or sink a prospect. Everything comes down to how they test.
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana, it is time for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott, so happy to welcome you here for another year alongside someone who went through this event himself as a player. It was a few years ago, but he still remembers it, Mr. Brock Heward. And Brock, it is just about time for one of the most important events in the pre-draft process, as these players try to convince all 32 NFL teams that they should be their first-round pick.
And let me just tell you, these guys have prepared as much for today as they did for the most important games of their college careers. We've got our eyes on a lot of the biggest names here. But there's one of my fellow signal callers in particular we're all very excited to see test.
He, of course, a former member of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And now we get to see this dual-threat quarterback in the 40-yard dash. He's getting ready. Down into his stance. And here we go.
We expected him to test very well here, and he did not disappoint. That's one of the best times we'll see today.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
Well, we expected him to keep going for a while here. A bit of an early exit and underwhelming to say the least.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
You're better than this. There we go. Okay, well done. Go close, one more. on, focus. You got that.
That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him.
That wraps up the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. There were a lot of great performances.
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward, and the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
60, Panther 60. Down. Ready, ready. Let's go now. Light, ready. Set, ready. Take go. Ready. Hunt. Come on, set. Bronco 80. Ready. Here we go, set. 18 cards, go. Set. Hunt, hunt. Here we go. 60. Hunt. Here we go. 19. Ready, ready. Let's go. Ready. Set up. Take go. Down. 60 Eagles. Hunt. Ready! Light, ready!
Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. 2nd and 6 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
For Jackson Smith in Jigba, incomplete.
Seahawk offense taking the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll come out throwing. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll throw it. Gets it to Fant. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Throwing it again here. He finds Fant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll throw it again. Here's a screen now for Walker. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Another Seahawks.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Throwing from the gun here. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with it. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here before the half. Back to throw on 1st and 10. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks piling it on going into halftime. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory.
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized, but within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Seahawk football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught by Cup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Gets past one man. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 23-yard
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was able to find Cooper Kupp for the touchdown on their previous drive. See what they can do here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Yeah, that's a good throw right there. And our understanding is he's probably...
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be caught by Bobo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions, so a lot of people...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jake Bobo.
This franchise considers him a key part of its future. In its present, though, he's going to have to earn his playing time and faces an uphill battle to unseat the current starter.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, the big target, Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. That one taken in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And, Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp.
And he's in! Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. moving to his right. Got his man at the 6. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
24-yard gain on the play.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Huff brings it in left side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg. Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
They'll look to throw yet again. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Complete to Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A gain of 30. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll look to throw again. There's the big tight end, Bant. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That one on target to Cup. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. And he's in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Not every Hall of Fame career begins with a superstar debut. Many faces in Canton needed time before they got on the field. Such is how his career is destined to begin.
Set it! Bronco 80! Go! 70, Hawk, set, go!
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down, Seattle.
That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down, Seahawks.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. For Kupp, he has comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And, I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom and looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many.
Look at him go! Inside the 20! And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 86 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now...
It is brought in the end zone. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his second touchdown. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that...
And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Boyd, touchdown, Seattle. Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, and he will go all the way. Tyler Boyd, touchdown, Seahawks. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And it would appear they are on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this fourth quarter. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here. Caught by Boyd. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
15 yards. First down, Seattle.
The run up the middle. It's Walker. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. The Steelers think they've got one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Let's go. 1918.
Built one with Charbonnet. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And he will score again. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Seahawks. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on that stuff, it's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position at the playoffs down the stretch.
Here's a handoff to Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go, shot. 19, Tiger, 19, check go. Here we go, shot. 70 line. Hut. Let's go now. Ready. Let's go. Ready, ready. Set. Hut, hut. Here we go, here we go. Go. Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready? Set. Ready? 18 Cardinal. Get up. Ready, ready? Cougar 19, check go.
first play from the 25, and they'll throw. Open man downfield, it's Boyd. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Another Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Jackson Smith
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. The coverage by Zion.
Back to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young...
The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses have to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses are...
And he will score! Game on! Noah Fant! Touchdown, Seattle! So, here are the Seahawks. Down on the scoreboard. 2:09 to go. Their undefeated season in danger unless they can score on this drive. They've got it. 1st and 10. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
A huge touchdown. Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got Boyd. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. He'll look to throw. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout. Now Walker. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the
Down. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go. Set. Hunt. Here we go. Set. Ready. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready. Let's go. Hut, hut. Set. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Come on, come on, set! Get up! Set! Ready! Hawk 70! Ready, ready! Light, set, go! Set up! Hunt! Ready! Ready! Down! Ready, ready? Set! Hut, hut! Here we go, set! Go! Let's go now! Ready? Let's go! Get up! Set! Set, go! Here we go, here we go! Come on, set! Hunt! Set! Ready! Ready! Ready, ready! Ready, ready! Set up! 70, hut, hut!
Welcome back, everyone, to Lumen Field here in Seattle. It's been a terrific contest to this point as we get back into the action, all tied in the fourth.
Okay, ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets this to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Flushed out right. Going right back to Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. They come up now on second and 2. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw again. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Now a second and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. Going deep for Walker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Gravity Lion. Ready, ready? Here we go, shot. Hut, hut. Let's go now. Go. Let's go. Ready? Set. And up. Here we go. Here we go. Check go. Come on. Set. Hut. Set. Ready. Hut. Ready. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Shut up. Like, hut, hut. Ready? Go! Down! Hop, ready? Set! Get up! 60, box, check, go. Let's go. Here we go, shot. Set, ready. Come on, set. Ready, ready. Set, ready. Hut, hut. Let's go now. Go. Ready, ready. 60, ready. Here we go, here we go. Set up. Set up. Set, go. Ready. Hut. Ready. Ready. Down. Ready, ready. Set. Hut, hut. Set. Go.
Athletes grow up seeing their favorite players in commercials and ads. That makes it an exciting opportunity when they're asked if they'd like to become the face of a company as well.
It is just about time for some football. Welcome to Nissan State. And now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first and 3. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Finds a seam down the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. First and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Back to throw now. Throwing for the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. And it only took these guys one series to find him. The Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
First down, Seahawks.
Pass play now. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Jackson Smith and
Timeout taken by the defense. Their second.
27 into play. First down.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat.
He's tackled at the
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
second down.
From the 29. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making this stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And what will they dial up on third and short? Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he gets the Seahawk first down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And a lackluster day offensively, thankfully overshadowed by a top-notch defensive effort to get the win in a shutout.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the... Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from Alabama.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Here, down the field, will fall, incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing now from the gun. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And they will get the first down here and move it to field goal range inside the 25. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's the big tight end bench, and he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Seahawks. First down.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out left. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7 from 29. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take off again. And that is their final timeout of the second half. And of note, that means they will not be able to challenge the rest of the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Caught left side by Vance. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Walker. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. One more time with Walker. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.
Eagles. Hut, hut. And go. Let's go. Ready. Here we go. Set. Set up. Set. Ready. Set. Go. Let's go now. Hut. Come on. Come on. Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
From Atlanta, Georgia, we're Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
It's third down.
Back now, pressure on its way. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to... The Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Play action on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pass play coming here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw on third down. He gets it to Fant. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They are throwing it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They're going to throw it on third and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look at
Falcons earn the win in this one. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.
It's on to a new week for Seattle, and next on the schedule are the Colts. Everyone loves the deep shot, but this week, a boring game plan is a winning game plan.
Kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. We'll put a score on the board.
2nd and 3 now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. To the left and pulled in by Cup. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
The Seahawks.
To throw here on 1st down. It's his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
Throwing it again here. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. The Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A look to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. From the 25 on second down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hits him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. To throw it on first down. Escapes the pocket. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kenneth. Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing from the gun here. Taken in by Noah Fant. They gain 14 on the play. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Still sticking with the passing game. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
They'll throw it again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
So, Brock, this offense... Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38. Throwing the out route complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
The Seahawks first down.
Here's Walker running right. Juke the defender. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A pickup of 44 yards. And that's good.
Running with Walker again. And they take this in for the score. The Seahawks grow touchdown. The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Walker on first down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Here he is on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. It appears that all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time.
The Duke gets him some running room. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Drive begins with a Walker run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. It's a gain of 5. That brings up second down.
Brings up second down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. This is Walker on second. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Looking to the air here. Flush down out to his left. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, Kate. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Staying with Walker. Jukes one defender. No one around. He's got space. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. First down, and they go right back to it. Escapes a defender. Flashing some serious skill there. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the fourth. Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Walker running to the right. Up the sideline, past the 45. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks moments away from win number 12. Back to Walker on first. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Walker broke through the tackle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. On the carry, it's Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 5 to go on 4th down. It's a win for the Seahawks. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossom.
All the hard work he has been putting in has not gone unnoticed. It has attracted the attention of one of the team's top players, who knows the importance of helping teammates take that next step.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Covered by Cameron Kinches.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo, his 4th touchdown on the year. And
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's another Seahawks first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
17 yards. That's another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Cup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
13 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown. Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 94 yards. And the Seahawks are in. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A quick pass to Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing from the 41. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
3rd down and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Noah Fant
from 8 yards out. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 25-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet. And out now come the Seahawks. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 78 yards. And the Seahawks. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. Come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much. This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from Alabama.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. If he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Down the sideline. And he will score. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. Touchdown number 7 for him on the Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one on target to Kupp. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. To the 20. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown Seahawks. Well, Seahawks offense going to take over just before the half. Hey, you can't fault the offense so far. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, yet they still trail. We could have a shootout on our hands. See if they keep up their end of the bargain. First down. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. That's deep, looking for Boyd. And he will go all the way. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Seattle. That is 2nd. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That's deep, looking for Boyd. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
1st and 10. This is caught at 2. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Jackson Smith. Comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to build on the lead as they begin here in the final moments of this 3rd quarter. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0 or 1 or 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They run with Walker. And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Whistles here, we have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Second down and 8. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Walker, first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end, and they were able to hold on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So from the 22, here's second and 2. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
goes in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 16th rushing touchdown. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That one caught downfield by Boyd. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Seattle.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
Walker once more. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escapes the sack. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back to Walker on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
They're going right back to Walker. Able to power through. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Straight ahead, Walker. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, 33 yards. And the Seahawks get an important... Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
1st down, Seahawks.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.
The Seahawks game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since Week 1. Ask anybody in the building. They say they're Super Bowl bound. A playoff win will do that for you. Coach has to keep everyone focused. They'll need 2 more wins first.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the and out now come the Seahawks. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. First carry here for Ken Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's another Seahawks.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. And this one's incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown. Come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside. Because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Seahawks first down.
He'll drop to throw. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 28 more yards.
He'll look to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Back to throw here. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And off here to Walker. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown!
Elijah Arroyo.
A 5-yard touchdown. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
Zach Charbonnet, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A gain of 3.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
A Super Bowl is on the line this week. Their dream is within reach. It's time to take that final step toward destiny and send a message with how they make it there.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello to everyone. Now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
Well, Kate, thanks to stories flooding every corner of the sports programming last week, you and I and everyone watching are keenly aware of what's on the line today. No rookie quarterback has ever started a Super Bowl. Really, a select group of rookies have ever been on this stage, on this conference championship weekend. Is he finally the one?
There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Seahawks and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and 3. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Keeps it moving. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're gonna mark him at the 48. One play in and already they're close to midfield. To throw here on first down. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up. The Seahawks ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. This is Cox. That's Cup. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Cooper. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught, nice gain left side. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His second. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. First and 10, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead on the first play of the drive. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 3rd through the air. Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. To throw it on first down. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
From the 37. Gets this to Fant. Still fighting forward. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running with Walker again. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. That's caught for the first. Jukes one defender. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Escapes a defender. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. They'll come up 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. Takes out a 1-stop. And he gets the Seahawk first down, Brock. And that should finish off this win for him. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14.
And off to Walker from the gun. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today, but let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
Just playing in a Super Bowl is a milestone few achieve. But Coach has a little more time to remind his team what's at stake. The true prize isn't reaching the game, it's winning it.
It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaughan along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't have either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Walker once more. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His second. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 70 yards. And the Seahawks. Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was able to find Cooper Kupp for the touchdown on their previous drive. See what they can do here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And still fighting. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
28 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
16 more yards. And the Seahawks.
They'll look to throw again.
zone, caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp. The Seahawks take back over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A gain of 17 yards. And that's good.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. Oh, look at the juke. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And out now come the Seahawks. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A give for Walker running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 3rd. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Fights off the defender. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
119 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.